All the guns you'll be seeing today are available on solware.co.uk, based in Tamworth. Hello Landjon, as you know we've recently acquired quite a few pellets from our friends at JSB Match Diablo. Today I've got a set of 5 of their different pellets. We'll start off with the first one. Those are the JSB RS's. They're only 13.43 grains in .22. The next one is the JSB Exact Jumbo Expresses. They're again a lightweight pellet and they're 14.35 grain. Then we've got the Exact Heavies. Now these are in .22, but these are 18.13 grain, so they're quite the heavy one there. Then we've got some of the normal Exacts, which are 15.89 grain. Those are those ones. And then we've got 22 Hades, again 15.89 grain, but obviously they've got the criss-cross topped because they're hunting pellets. Right, now we needed a gun that obviously didn't go with any of the JSB range to start with. I've picked our Gamo Venari that we still have in, and that was set with, again, JTS dead centres, which did used to be like quite a common pellet that was set with some of our guns. Now the idea is today we put the JSB range through this gun and see that it can beat the pellet that it's already matched with, which is our JTS dead centres. How we're going to do that is I'm going to fire 5 of each of these pellets at our target 23 metres away up the guard in there, and let's see whether one of the JSB range can outdo the JTS's. When this was tested with a multitude of different pellets. There may have even been some JSB pellets there when we first tested, I can't remember. But it's going to be nice to see whether one of these pellets in the complete range can match this gun better than the one that we originally matched it with. There's only one way to do that, and that's to get this out there. Let's get this test running. Okay, let's get this test underway. I've loaded 5 of our Hades into the Gamo Venari. It's in the top left hand corner now. Let's see how he gets on. Oh, that's miles away. Well, they're all grouped nicely in the end. It would seem that we're miles away with our scope at the moment for whatever reason. Must have took a knock on, take it. So I'll just screw it over a little bit. Hopefully that gets us back. But that was a decent grouping with those, to be fair. We move to our next pellet. We're going to be looking now at the standard Jumbo Diablos. These are the they're 15.89 grain if I remember right. Yeah. We'll try these ones now. 5 of these. Hopefully my guess with the scope has brought it somewhere where it should be. Top right. Not a bad guess. Now, to be fair, the 5 of those grouped really, really well. So, yeah, they're ones that I would consider using. To be fair, they've done really, really well. We'll move on to our next pellet to test. All of these have done well so far. There's not been a bad one amongst them. This is a new tin, rather stiff as you can see to open. These are our heavies. These are the 18 grain ones. This is going to centre target. Now, centre target has already taken a hit, but we'll try and distinguish it because, as I say, I've not used this gun for quite some time, the Venari. Good gun, by the way, but let's have a see how these heavies go. You can feel the difference in the weight just by hand touching them with the heavies. They're quite a chunky pellet. Okay, centre target, here we go. Again, not bad with those. Well, it's hard to distinguish at the moment which is a good pellet and which is a bad one. We're going now to the expresses. The expresses are the slightly lighter pellet, but they're slightly lighter. They're not mega light. The RS is the really light one. That's to come last. But we'll try the expresses. See how they go. Right, expresses, 5 of these. I'm not enjoying those. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. We've only put the magazine in, so I'm not quite sure what's happened. Just fire that one off. Just make sure it'll load. Yeah, we're ready. Again, grouped really, really well. No problems there at all. It's hard to distinguish, as I said. All the JSB seem to be grouping around the same place, around the same area. So, which one I'm going to drag through here, I don't know. I'm going to have to take a very close look later at what we have here. Now we're going to the really light ones, the RSs. These are only 13 grain. So, let's have a see how these ones go. Bit of pellet on pellet there. Right. Well, those group more or less pellet on pellet, so they're probably in there with a shout. I'm going to have a quick look up there and just make sure which two that I think should go through to a 10-shot shootout, so just bear with me a moment. Okay, amazingly enough, we've taken a good look at the target up there. It was the two lighter ones, the Expresses and the RSs, that done the best, so they will be in our 10-shot shootout. Now, which one is the best out of the JSB Diablo range in our Venari? I've loaded up the Expresses to go first. They're in the left hand target, 10 shots, here we go. Nearly out now. Yeah, that was the last one. That's 10 with the Expresses, which isn't a massive hole there made. Now then, let's try the RSs, which are the slightly lighter still ones. So I wonder if these can outdo the Expresses. You can really feel the difference in weight with these, but it's not about weight, it's about accuracy, and that's what we're searching for here. Sadly, we're a little bit struggling here because, as you know, Gamo, the SA, will only give you one magazine per gun. But right, we're loaded. Let's have a see. Right hand target, here we go with the RSs. Those were a double load, 10 and out to that one. Well, that's it. Well, I've got to put an extra 2 pellets into that hole there because we did have a double load situation there. Quite a common problem with these Gamo BSAs is that pullback lever. Sometimes if you don't pull it all the way, it just doesn't go and it reloads again. Well, straight through the same hole that was originally there anyway. I think the RSs have got the better there of the Expresses by the looks, but I am going to take it a bit closer before I decide which one I'm putting through against the JTS to see whether it can beat it. Okay, then it's the big one. JTSs were the original pellet that was put with this gun. They're going to be putting in a group of 10 now for us, and we'll see whether our RSs from JSB can beat them. So let's begin then. We've got our 10 pellets in. Here we go. Well, 10 with the JTSs there, and not one was outside of the 10. Now, of course, we're looking for a group in here because these are not set up at all for RSs. So if we can get 10 of the RSs still in a nice group, it could still probably beat the JTSs. But is it capable of that? I don't know. The JTSs obviously did suit this gun really well, as you can tell. But that's what we're here for, to test this out to see whether it can beat the pellet that it was set out to do with the JSB range. So, a few more pellets to be loaded. As a matter of fact, that's the last one. Drop that in there. Okay then, the RS is in the right hand target, here we go. A little bit higher, as you can see, because they're lighter. Well, that's the 10 off each, and both pellets did exceptionally well. You can see they're very tight groups. I'm going to need to take a closer look at this to make a decision. Well, that is massively close. Let me show you how close that is. That is the JTSs, as you can see. Fantastic, nearly everyone inside the 10. Now, we knew very well that the RSs wouldn't be inside the 10 because they're not tuned into that gun. Now look at how small that one is. Now, I have no doubt if I tune the RSs into that, I could get every shot inside the 10 the same as the JTSs. But there's little or nothing in it. It's kind of a victory for the RSs because they do put together a really tight group. And if I brought the scope down maybe 4 or 5 clicks, I would fill the 10 full of lead. I've got no doubt about it. Now, do I take it upon myself to go and change it to RSs? I think I may, you know, because if we put the two up against each other there, this card here, that's the JTSs, and that one is the RSs. Now, I think actually, and I can see better looking from behind the card, the hole for the RSs is a lot less than the JTSs. So I think I will set it up for the RSs because they do make a smaller hole in the end. I mean, I'm looking up and down at that stretches the full length of the bullseye and above, whereas I think if that one was moved down, I don't think it would have stretched above the bullseye. So yeah, I am going to set this gun up for the RSs. That's the really light ones. For some reason it loved the lighter pellets from the JSB range, did the Gamo, so I'll set it up for that, and that will be our winner today. Another success for the JSB team, who are outdoing the pellets at the moment that we have set our guns up with. But it's nice to see that the JSB range has a little bit of something for everybody, and we can find it to match our guns. I will go through the guns I've got in stock and try and do this JSB test with all of them, but at the moment that's another win again for the JSBs, I think. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in our next one very soon. Bye bye now.